What's up, crypto kids, blockchain, profit seekers, my friends? How y'all doing today? It's Mitch, Crypto Music, passive aggressive income champion, coming at you today from Solar Protocol. This is a brand new protocol, just launching, hasn't launched yet. That's why I'm trying to bring it to you early, not as early as I should have, but as early as I can, that's for sure, as early as I found out about it. Pretty cool protocol. They did like a private pre-sale that pretty much anyone could have got in, and you could have got in a little bit cheaper. But this is going to be like a stable protocol, and we can still get in below that stable price if you get in during launch. Now, I basically did this same thing, taking a chance on Horde, right? When Horde first launched, I jumped in with 2 wallets. I got into their little launch sale and basically got in a little cheaper than what the stable price is. So, even though, say you put in $1,000 into Horde, you're getting that 1% a day off of a stable paired coin. And it works because they have this, this LMS bot, or this bot that comes in and buys low, buys when the price gets low and sells when the price gets high, and keeps it in a range. And it's been beautiful. It's been beneficial for everyone. Well, I got in, and originally, and so did everyone else that, jumped in my Telegram. I was like, got in for $500 each instead of $1,000 each. So we got 50% discount on our first nodes, or on our first setup in that Horde ecosystem. And so we all ROI'd, pretty damn quickly, which was pretty great, right? Pretty nice. And now everything we're getting from Horde, I've reinvested and I've added some more, and I'm still on house money on both accounts, and just cranking away. And so I really like that a lot. These guys are basically trying to be like Comb meets Horde on Fantom. You guys know Fantom is my favorite, and so that's why we're checking them out today. They have one doxed member, and their whole team has done KYC, and they got a lot going on, and they have long-term plans, which is what I like. Because what have we seen? We've seen like all the node protocols and what they do, and the evolution of what happens with emissions and taxes and all the different things that you could put into play. We find out what works, what hasn't worked, what is helping the DeFi ecosystem and the DeFi movement move forward, and what has been holding it back and putting handcuffs on it, right? And so these guys have harnessed all the good and are, dismissed with all the bad. Welcome to the Solar Protocol, a revolutionary passive income project. Mint a star and start earning KELVIN. Holders receive revenue share from the project's income. Really quick disclaimer, none of this is financial advice. This could all go south. This is crypto. Crypto is risky. DeFi is even riskier than that. Passive income plays are even a little bit riskier than that. And that's where we are right there. So we look for all of the signs, that tell us we, make a move. We got out front dev. We got good looking protocol. We got, well thought out tokenomics, a strong team, and they're, an outlook for what we're looking to do. So, for that we like, and an ethos that is congruent with the type of protocols that we want to get involved with. So how to participate? Buy KELVIN. KELVIN can be bought on Beethoven X, which is my, one of my favorite freaking exchanges. Start earning KELVIN after minting a star. We'll go over that in just a second. Frequently asked questions. We're going to skip that real quick, and we're going to head over to the white paper and take a look there, right? So let's just go ahead and start near the top. General info when you buy. Well, we better actually hit this. Welcome to the protocol. Who are we? In the past couple months, NAS protocols have become extremely popular, some of which have worked out and some of which with hasn't. New projects like Solar Protocol can benefit from this research by learning from their mistakes and grabbing hold of their successes. Basically everything I just said. Solar Protocol will be deployed on the Fantom Opera. Even though we did announce we would launch on BNB chains, we changed our minds due to the following reasons. Considerably more space to grow on Fantom compared to the BNB chain. Contacts gained on Fantom over BNB chain to be announced. Beethoven X, Killer, Atlas has left a huge hole in the ecosystem that Solar Protocol could fill in. Agree. Cheaper transactions, more decentralized. Yep, I like all that. The big thing here they want: transparency, sustainability. Obviously, all these things are important, and these guys have long-term aspects, which is why I am here covering this now, which I like a lot. Okay, When you buy a star, you are locking your initial investment in exchange for a star that will generate passive income. The cost depends on the type, which is paid for in our token KELVIN, plus 30% value in stables. So whatever you come in with $1,000, you're going to need $300 in stables, right? You come in with $100, you're going to need $30 in stables, right? You need 30% additional in stable coins on top of what you use to create your star. Okay, there we go. Stars are non-tradable NFTs from the get-go, and therefore won't have an advantage over non-NFTs. The main reason behind making them NFTs is the versatility as well as future use. Plus, you can stop people from selling them. You can do all sorts of stuff. You make them independent like that. You can put, whatever rules taxes, regulations that you wanted on those individual NFTs, which is the power and the point of NFTs in the first place, right? Once we migrate to a TOS, which is Treasury as a Service, as explained in Epoch 3, NFTs will be tradable and a royalty will be applied to grow the Treasury even more, and thus allowing investors to cash out from their initial investment they desire. So like a, kind of like a Louverture type of thing with creating a marketplace, using the trades from that marketplace to help fuel the Treasury. The good thing that we have here that we never had over there is that stable price mechanism, which would have benefited us greatly, right? Let's click over here to lifespan. All stars will have an initial lifespan of 200 days, in which they will have a stable reward in KELVIN tokens. Once your 200 days has passed, the star will burn out and no longer generate any rewards unless compounding happens. If compounding does not happen, the star will not be able to reactivate in any way. It will be gone forever. 200 days. When compounding directly from rewards or making new stars from scratch, you will give your same category stars extra lifespan. So by buying extra stars, right, when compounding directly or making new stars from scratch, you give your same category stars extra lifespan. We'll go over that in a minute. As an example, if you have one quasar and you either compound into another quasar or make another quasar from scratch, you will only be giving extra lifespan to your currently held quasars. You will also be giving extra lifespan. The benefit to using compounding to extend the lifespan of the star is the fact that there will be no requirement to pay that 30% in the stables that you have to when you originally mint, right? It will only cost the KELVIN tokens. This is not the case when starting a star from scratch, which will incur the additional stable coin fee. The amount of weeks added to the lifespan of stars depending on the number of stars being held. And you can check that out here. 1 to 5 stars held of the same type gives you 6 weeks added to your per compounded. But then check this out. 6 to 10 stars held goes down. 4 weeks added to your star compounded. 11 stars held, 2 weeks added to your star compounded. So know that. Pretty good place if you want to be right there at 5 stars. It seems like a delicious place to be. Using this system, what we aim to do is incentivize investors to further compound their rewards to keep their stars generating rewards for them for a longer period of time with minimal cost to the investor. Awesome. Star breakdown. We got 3 different kinds here. We got the protostar, the neutron, and the quasar. You got 5 KELVIN tokens plus 30% value in KELVIN in stables, right? So 10 KELVIN for the neutron plus 30% in stables. Quasar, 30% KELVIN, 30% in the stable. So why would you want to buy a quasar instead of just a whole bunch of protostars? Well, you can get those individual categories, which you can extend. But outside of that, let's look at that. Rewards vault. Here's how the distribution goes, right? The rewards vault gets 70%, 10% goes to the treasury vault, 10% goes to the liquidity, and 10% to the project vault. We really want this treasury vault to be getting a lot because eventually that is where our passive income will come from once the emissions have kind of, ran their course or whatever the case may be. And these guys have a long-term perspective for that, which is something we really want to look for, right? Because we know when these things run out of gas or run out of interest or people buying, what we want the protocol to do at that point is change course and start paying us an income off of the treasury. That's why we gave you the money in the beginning, and you rewarded us with emissions. We kept those emissions. We either compounded to build our positions, or we sold them off to get our money back. Whatever it was, you made your decision there to either build into the protocol or not. When the protocol finally stops hitting all those emissions, and we have basically, found this genius way to crowd fund a business, and that business takes hold, has enough money, has enough revenue, has enough wind in its sails to start producing income on its own. At that point, there'll be a crossover where it's like doing both, right? Or it's doing the emissions and it's earning money. And slowly, the emissions point should disappear. The Treasury should take over from all of the things that it's earning, whether it's trading, whether it's farming, whatever it's doing, it should be earning money. And then at that point, it turns and it's got this big chunk of money. It should reinvest a big portion of that and pay us out a portion of that, just like we do in our own, right? But they then do it for us. Maybe they pay out weekly or whatever it is, whatever the plan might be. But that is the initial, eventual goal, is to put, to give this thing's legs, put a bunch of wind in its sails, give it a bunch of money to where it can take over on its own and start paying us from the treasury in the future, right? Very cool. Okay. So that was the Kelvin token. We just went over the rewards distribution. On the stables, here's the really important part. 70% of all the stables goes to the treasury, so they can use that, and they won't be selling the Kelvin token and so there won't be that downward pressure that when the treasury needs money, they're having to dump on all of us. That won't exist. They'll be in stables there. Compound is extremely important for the protocol. That is why we will be incentivizing users to compound and not sell. Yeah, you want to compound, guys, obviously. Here's your ROI numbers without any changing, right? Without doing anything additional. Your Protostar, which gives you 0.052 Kelvin tokens per day, is 125 per day ROI. Your Neutron is 100-day ROI. So these all run for 200 days, right? So this one, first 125 days, you're earning your money back. Everything after that is profit. The next 75 days, profit. 100 days of earning your ROI, 100 days profit on your Neutron star. Your Quasar, you're going to get your profit back in 86 days. And this is if you came in normal, right? What we're looking to do is come in this pre-launch and get a little discount, because that's what we get. We get in at a discount. So, just like I did with the Horde, where I only paid $50 for each $100 token. Here on the launch date, the deal is basically a 30% discount. So you're looking at, $50 for each coin that's going to be eventually worth $70 when it's in the passive play and it's earning for you. To me, it's a no-brainer, so I want to get in here. I wish I had got in a little earlier on the launch, but I just didn't know about it at that time. Even though it's on Fantom, I thought I knew everything on Fantom. I'm just kidding. Compounding is extremely important for the protocol. We're incentivizing users to compound. Adding a 10% trading fee upon selling the token will make users want to compound instead of selling the token in the first place. Furthermore, this measure also makes it not swing tradable, therefore the SPB less exploitable. The SPB is that bot that they're using to balance the price, okay? Compounding rewards into new stars does not involve having to pay the extra 30% in stables to create new stars if compounding directly from the DApp without claiming. We already went through that. Life star span ending if users do not compound. When compounding, if users wish to wait further, this is just basically says if you get to a point where you have the 30% in cash and you want to compound, but you only got the 70%, you can use cash to come in. Go ahead and look at that. OTC deals. If you're a big giant whale, come in, talk to these guys. They'll give you a special deal and you'll make you kind of agree not to do things that hurt the price, because this is meant to be stable. Obviously, if you came in as a whale, you wouldn't want to dump on the price anyway. So come in, give them a chat. I like that they're doing that so that whales won't be manipulating the rest of us. Pre-sale allocation was 15,000 of your KELVIN, which those all are, pretty much have to be in NFTs as far as I understand. And then you got the rest of your numbers there, all as you would expect. The rewards vault is where the rewards will come from to pay users who hold stars. The high initial volume of the vault plus the high percentage amount of the tokens redirected there after creating a star will ensure that there will always be tokens to distribute. This vault will only hold our native tokens, since rewards are exclusively paid out in our native token and not any other. The Treasury vault will contain all the protocol investments. Our objective is to have the least amount of native tokens as possible in order to lower the sell pressure as much as possible. This is why many of the stables paid by our investors will go to the Treasury for investing. That's extremely important. LP Vault is important. Everything's going into the LPs. Due to the LPs being a pair of tokens, we would have to sell half of our Kelvin tokens, be able to pay liquidity. To reduce the sell pressure, we will be using the stable coins paid when creating a star to add liquidity. Obviously, a stable price vault will receive income in both native tokens and in stable coins. There will be an initial investment of the X amount coming from the pre-sale allocations, and then more assets will be added to Treasury as the Treasury creates profit. If more income is needed to sustain the vault down the line, maintenance and trading fees could be added to the vault. This vault will be managed by the stable price vault, which is explained further in the white paper. Pretty cool. Then you have the project vault. That's where a lot of this stuff comes from, paying the team, all that good stuff. Check that out if you like. Bot, the liquidity bot. They have the stable coin bot. This is all designed to keep the bot at a price, right? If we come in during launch, we're getting these for $50 a piece. Plus, we got to do that $30 stable coin thing, right? So what we're getting is basically a big discount, right? Because they're going to make this come at $70 USD, so thereby helping us when people come in the future. Just like when people come in to hoard now, they got to pay the full $1,000 for their node, right? Or for their whatever it's called, a plot, land plot, whatever. They have to pay that full amount. What we're basically getting is that full amount, but for a reduced cost. Instead of the $70 per token, it'll be $50 per token. So we're getting a big discount on your future passive income. But know this, you need to reinvest for about 30 days. That's probably your optimal strategy. Let's go over that in 1 second. But real quick, example of the bot's performance. The SPB will sell our native tokens from the SPB vault once the price hits $75. And we'll start to buy back tokens once we hit $65. Due to this, we are able to achieve a relatively stable price around $70. This bot will be supported on an ongoing basis via the combination of treasury profits, maintenance fees, and sales tax if necessary. Okay, taxes and fees. This is important, right? Maintenance fees. Protostar, 10 USD per month per star. Taxes and fees have been carefully calculated and added for peak performance and high sustainability. The whole process of taxes and fees is to incentivize users to compound and not sell, and therefore maintain a relatively stable price because of the lesser sell pressure. In addition to this, the income generated by these will go to buybacks, burning, protocol maintenance, and more. Okay, maintenance fees. A Protostar, 10 USD per month per star. Neutron fee, 25 USD per month per star. Quasar, 90 USD per month per star. Ouch, right? Okay, regular taxes and fees from the 5th week on. Interesting, huh? Buy tax, 0. Sales tax, 0. Swap fees, still 10%. All right. Exceptional taxes and fees in the first 4 weeks. Buy tax, 0. There's never a buy tax. Thank God. We don't want buy taxes, right? Claim tax on days. Here's where it's interesting. 1 to 7 days, 40%. Don't sell in the first 7 days, guys. You're going to freaking lose 40%. First 14 days, 30% loss. 21 days, 20% loss. First 30 days, from 22 days to 30 days, 10% loss. From 30 days on, 0 on your claim tax. That's what I'm saying. You probably want to reinvest. What I plan to do is reinvest for the first 30 days. So pretty easy. Obviously, I did way more than that with Horde. Claim tax, 25% goes to the rewards pool and 70% goes to the price bot. Swap tax, 100% goes back into liquidity. That's good. Maintenance fees go to the project vault. Okay, there's that. Treasury. The main focus of our treasury is to generate yield through different strategies. Oh, all those fees, how they're paid and all that, I don't know all that stuff yet. We'll find out as this thing launches and all that good stuff. Through these strategies, we distribute part of the earnings to investors while compounding the rest to generate even more revenue. This way, we have an ever-growing treasury while our investors receive sweet passive income. A list of potential investments for trading strategies, lending, liquidity farming, and auto compounders. Services. Okay. they do have a little referral program. The referral program is not for like me to invite you. The referral program is if you want to invite other protocols who are coming up and you're like, in the know, or you're in some protocol that needs an audit or needs, some sort of services. These guys offer a crap ton of services, and they're going to be offering more and more services. And as they get bigger and bigger and become more well known in the space, like Horde just put $100,000 into their bot, and it was all from like fees from doing services and bot stuff for other protocols. That's helpful. So all this stuff they have here on this whole section here from services, is all services that they will be offering other crypto projects, and they range from white paper development down to 3D graphics, custom graphics, smart contract development. Anything else, contact us. You want them to like get your thing, do codes and stuff, they'll even send it off for an audit and do all your final stages. It sounds pretty freaking awesome. They take the income from that all comes back to us. If you know any projects that want to have a need some services, send them on over. You'll get a little referral fee for it. So there's all that. Bots. Solar will be offering bots as a service too. That's all we know about it. More to be announced. Referral program, like I said, the referral program is not for me to invite you. That is for you to invite protocols. Epoch Zero, that has already happened, right? All this whitelist stuff has already happened. If I'd known about it before time, I would have made you a video then and got you guys involved, just like I did with Horde, but I didn't know. Launch will be I just found out, so that's why you're finding out. Launch will be announced once audit has been done. The platform has been extensively tested by a team and pre-sale investors, and finally, fixes have been pushed through the protocol. Our coin KELVIN will have liquidity added from the start, with the funds collected from the pre-sale making the start price of $50. As stars are created, our bot will start adding more liquidity automatically, and whenever the price hits $70 USD, the bot will be activated. Okay, cool. Epoch number 2, that's when utility happens. And there's lots of stuff you can do here. There's a lottery, there's a coin flip, there's this really interesting thing here where you can redirect your stars rewards into a pool, and all of those will collect up, and then they'll redistribute that. It's like a lottery almost, but not, because they have a lottery here. And then they distribute that to everyone, to the top like 10 people, and they keep 10% of it for themselves. And pretty interesting. We've seen I used to not like the whole lottery systems, but with like EMP and with a lot of different other things, including Elephant Money and a bunch more, we've seen a lot of utilities in these lotteries. So that could be something, whether you do it or not, doesn't mean it's not going to add, more people and more liquidity through the platform, right? So they got some different stuff here, more utilities, and they got other stuff to be announced. Migration to a revenue share model. This page here has probably impressed me more than anything else. This is the long-term strategy for what's going to happen down the road when the project gets a little longer in the tooth and we need to switch to the revenue sharing model. They already got it all lined out. It's not a mystery in the, they say, oh, we'll figure it out with the community and I'll vote on it. It's laid out. It's right here. It's nice. It's complete. It sounds great. I like it. KYC with Tupelo DAO. So let's go over to that. This is the Tupelo DAO's official announcement. We are happy to announce that the Solar Protocol has officially completed our KYC process and has hit all markers. Our community is excited to see the projects landing and Fantom again. Watch for their stable price bot. Like it a lot, and pretty cool to have that done. And then we also have this here, which is the next thing you see in the Kinsayu's Twitter public docs. That's right here. It's really long. This guy, it's a pretty passionate little explanation of everything that's been going on, how he's been, where he's been, what he's been doing, what he feels, where he came from, everything. And then at the very end, we get this picture of him where he's like, hey, I'm the guy. Yeah, he looks a little young, but, a lot of people look young these days. That's kind of the way it is, right? And, yeah, so check all that out. I highly recommend reading this. I read this whole thing. It's really good, You want to find out some more information on what you're going to be getting into? Either one of those would be good to look into. They do have all the social media you expect from Twitter, Discord, Medium, and their website. Let's go back to the page. We are just about done here. Okay, know the team, founders. This is that Kinsiu guy who we just saw a picture of. We also have Alex, computer programmer, and then all these other people. You may have seen this guy's name, OX Fluffy, in the past. He's got a lot of experience, been around. And then you got your developers, financial advisors, strategic advisors, data analysis. All these people have been KYC'd. I like all that a lot. So team matters a lot to me. The Discord is pretty active. It's not booming as of right now. What do we have here? We got 1,697 members. That's nothing. And these guys haven't even launched yet. Going over to their Twitter to have a quick look. They are very active, which is something we look for. We have 5,828 members currently, and probably a lot more coming. Let's give a progress update. In pre-sale, we sold, and I found out about this 3 hours after the pre-sale, if you can believe it. In pre-sale, we sold 2,075 tokens to raise $44,000. Of those, they did this many: 17 Pro Stars, 19 Neutrons, and 60 Quasars, amounting to 93 participants. Sorry, I missed that one. The launch is on July 15th. So there's all that, and I'm going to be getting involved here and buying a little bit. Got probably get me into a couple of those biggest Quasars, I believe they're called, and go from there, see what happens. I did really good with Horde. Horde has been fantastic, and getting in at that slightly bit of discount. Sorry that didn't get you guys in the pre-sale. I do what I can to keep you in the know, but here's this. Sorry for the long video. Hopefully not too little too late. Appreciate you guys. Let me know what you think of this one. Not financial advice. If you don't get in now, you can always get in later. This thing is going for the stable price type of thing, right? And I like it a lot. Do what you're going to do. Crypto music. Catch you on the next one. I'm out.